Good evening, YouTube. Part 3 of the Delphos Canal Museum tour with Lou as the tour guide here. Hand corn planter. Wow, that looks corn fork.
Yeah.
Straw fork. Fence stretcher. Man, that's... Threshing day. I've never heard of that before. What? Threshing day.
They would cut the wheat and shock it in the field, and then
Horse-drawn
the guys
plow.
would bring the wheat up to the thresher, and they would blow the straw on straw stacks out in the barnyards.
Plow hole shovel. Plow hole scoop. Come along the enlightened change. Maul, iron wedge, double edged axe. Log roller.
There's the old steam engines.
Steam engines.
There were all those loads of straw coming up to the thrashing machine.
Loads of straw. Wow.
Wheat coming up to be thrashed.
Yeah, that's something I'd never even heard of that day before. I don't know if many towns had it at the time. I had never even...
I can remember I was little, we did thrashing at our farm, yeah. Behind you was all the tools. They would harvest ice out of the canal and store it. And then they would have ice year-round for their ice boxes. They didn't have refrigeration.
Oh,
and
okay.
those are the tools that they would... And then when you look at the old maps, it shows ice houses
Wow.
in town off of the canal.
You know, the meat markets would all have a farm close by, and they pack that and salt it.
Looks like my friend probably went upstairs or... Oh well. Or he went around the corner.
This old plumbing and sheet metal work.
Oh, there he is, yeah. Plumbing and sheet metal work. Large tin snips. Wow. Bendel Brothers for asbestos siding. Bendel Brothers cutter for... Wow, you wonder what they cut asbestos with. Real old plumbing stuff right here. Faucets. Sewer pipe cutter. Pipe threader. Dies. Pump jack. Tri-County plumbing hardware.
So you're cold water, you know Ralph Gals?
Yeah. Ralph Jam?
Yeah. My friend.
Looks like old style toilet back then too. Oh, very crimper. Sheet metal blender, blow torch. Wow. Soldering torch, lead pot. Looks like tube tester, transformer, insulator. Man. Old cash register. I kind of wonder if this cash register was built. No, this one wasn't built by NCR. It says A&G cash register.
It's got National on the back.
It said, what does it say, NCR?
This says National.
Because it says on the front A&G cash register sales and service, Lima, Ohio. So I don't know National Cash Register if this was built by NCR in Dayton or if this was.
It probably was.
Because I know they were a big cash register company in the area, but they sadly left for Georgia because Ohio's.
All Right Lumber is no longer there, but it's sat on the railroad. And this
Hold on here.
whole mechanism was in there. They can run all their equipment off of that main drive by disengaging different belts.
Oh, cash register open.
Yeah.
Typewriter.
You gotta buy something for it.
Hold on here.
$88.88 are gonna be Department B. And then you pull that, and that rings it up on there so they know what department they bought the item from.
Yeah. Wow.
Here's some steel.
Still. Wow. Fair Supply House. You know, I always enjoy visiting and sharing places like this with the Rokas. Now you guys will even have a good extensive videos online because of my coverage of this, you know.
Appreciate that. The old butchering equipment, sausage stuffer.
So hopefully, you know, when people type in Delphos, Ohio on YouTube, they'll see this on the one of the first pages of the search results, and they'll want to come see this place for themselves because this is a really unique place of history.
Room.
Oh, railroad room.
If you've been to Lima, you've seen a lot of railroad stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, I seen several railroad tracks through there earlier, but was this an old railroad stoplight?
Yeah, that was behind where the soybean plant is.
Oh, so in Lima.
No, that was here in Delphos.
Oh, this is an old railroad light. I don't
That
think I've
was
ever
the,
seen one.
The depot here in Delphos.
That was the Pennsylvania Depot at one time, whatever they call it.
Railroad stone rake. What's this? Right, railroad hammer, track chisel. Freightway hills. You know, Cook. You know, there's something I was on something. What is this region they called? Because I know south of here, all the way south is the Miami Valley from Allglaze and Mercer and Shelby down. What's this? What's this
We're
region
in the
called?
Black Swamp.
Oh, the Black Swamp is what this part of Ohio is called, all the way up through Toledo. That's the region it's known as. I thought I thought that would have been a possibility.
Yeah, this Black Swamp when they cleared it to build.
Oh yeah, I know all the farmland. It made it some of the very best probably the best farmland in the entire state. Because I know I've read stories that the land was very hard to clear because of the swampy nature of railroad right here. Wow.
Everybody talks about before they started the 16-hour law.
16-hour law.
You have really done a great deal of work down here. You're to be commended.
It's coming. There's 3 or 4 of us every Wednesday work up here.
Oh, that work up here. Oh, you mean showing them on the tour?
Well,
No, yeah, we
Putting all
come
the
in and
displays
redid all the displays.
Oh, redid all the displays. Oh, okay.
This is the blacksmith shop.
Blacksmith shop.
No, you must have built that in too.
Yeah, that was, Brian Reedy was his, scout project.
Oh,
He had, what's a bricklayer, lives up-
Service stairs only. Man, I kind of wonder what in the road this.
Yeah, the stuff's not very good. We don't like people using it.
Okay, yeah, that's understandable. It looks like some other things right here. What's
Railroad jacks.
railroad jacks? More railroad stuff right here.
yeah, that one, I just read it, they jacked up the rails when their ties were rotten to put new ties in.
We had a narrow gauge rail here in town.
Narrow gauge rail.
It was 3 foot width only. This is a small gauge rail.
Small gauge rail.
Look how it is compared to the big one.
Oh yeah, I could definitely. And then I assume this is the today's standard still.
At one time, Delphos was a railroad hub of the whole area. There was 4 railroads.
Does the train that runs from Cincinnati to Detroit pass through town? Does that train, or is
Through
that
Lima?
also that stays east of here then?
Yeah.
Because I know.
All the new cars are going down that track over there.
Yeah, because I know that's a Cincinnati to Detroit railroad, which I hear that all the time going through Dayton and north of town.
Yeah.
We're right here, YouTube, on the map. See the map right here? Little map of the U.S. right here. Right there on location.
We're on it, huh?
Yep. Our little share of the our little share of the road in the state.
Very good.
Is that what I think it is?
What's this? Hold on. What is it here?
When the canal boats would come up to a lock, they would blow their horn to alert the lock keeper that they were coming. And I don't know if they use this at the fire station.
Is that like a megaphone then, or?
Yeah, like,
Megaphone, yeah.
they could blow into it and make it like a horn sound.
Oh, cool.
I don't know why those, it must have come from the fire department why they're here.
Fire extinguishers. You know, I think my grandpa has had one of these that might have been a newer model of that one, firefighter, I
They
believe.
had soda acid in some they had.
Soda acid.
Yeah. And this is a
New what?
Toledo Molding and Die manufactures these, was our local business, was our new industry. Parts for a Ford.
Parts for a Ford, okay.
It's a DA model. Some torques are incorrect. It gets the whole story about it.
Wow.
Ford prototype and functional build material.
Wow. Wow.
They have a big plant up at Toledo. They were up by Toledo originally.
Yeah.
Up by Tiffin, they got a plant.
Oh, still do? Oh, they still do, or is it gone?
They haul 3 semis a day out of the one in Tiffin to up to Toledo to the,
Oh, the Ford plant?
no, up at Toledo they have the Willys, the
Okay.
Dodge took over.
Oh, or Chrysler, yeah, in Toledo. I know they got a big Dodge plant or whatever it's called, or Jeep plant
Yeah.
up in Toledo. The only criticism I've heard from, because I follow Toledo's news and now on Facebook, some people say the town is too dependent. They don't try and get more employers up there. That's been a constant criticism of the area, because much like Dayton and Lima, Toledo, all three have, like all the rest of the Rust Belt, lost all their manufacturing, and they just haven't, and they've been just a lot of corrupt
It's a real
leadership.
interesting story.
What's this right here? Delphos
This
connection.
young boy,
Delphos Fulton.
they lived in Alabama. They had a can sitting there with made in Delphos. They named their son Delphos Fulton. So when he got a little bit older, he wrote this letter to the Delphos Manufacturing, telling them that's how he got his name, and he wanted to come up and visit them. Well, he never did get to Delphos. He wanted to come work here. He had health problems.
So I guess that's how the town Delphos got its name.
No, that's how he got his name,
Delphos Fulton.
because they seen name on a can.
Yeah.
And then they wrote the letter back to him.
Okay, I'm not sure what these are.
Right here.
They,
Why are they here?
they got something here.
Yeah, they
Delphos
they researched
Ironworks.
it. Delphos Ironworks made these. They made a little bit of everything.
Was fire in there to like indicate that? I never saw one. I just,
Turbine water wheel. They would use those to get water pressure.
oh, okay. I thought
There's a
maybe a
turbine.
flame was in there or something.
See that would spin and
Okay.
like a pump.
Okay.
That's
I never
this
saw
here
one.
is spin.
Is there another female down here?
And somebody went over there.
Okay.
I hope there is. Hope there. Where's it? Burger Brothers Machine Works. Wow, 1890s. It's always interesting seeing the history that we're always in these towns when you
12 markers.
18. Hold on, let me see this here.
Made at the Delphos Foundry.
Oh,
They
1812.
would put out the graves of the soldiers.
I guess when the farm and the Johnston farm in Pickle, a lot of the stuff was used there too. When the soldiers would sleep down there too, I guess. So this was made in 1812, the markers for the war markers, Delphos Foundry. Wow. What's this, right? Delphos Bendon.
And there was a Delphos Hoop Company where they made the wood for barrels. Yep, there's lots of things in here.
3 stories.
3 stories. Wow. Yeah, it's a. All right, I'll just go ahead and end this one. Maybe start a new one if there's something else. But that's it for this one.